Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for finding time in your busy schedule to be here today. My name is Vlad. I'm a part of marketing team in Boxmode, and let us give those who are a bit late more time to join. And in the meantime, please let me know if you can hear me okay, and how are you? And we'll start in a moment. Just write something in the chat. And also, there is one thing that I would like to mention that there is going to be a short lag, about 15-20 seconds between what I do on the screen and when the audience sees it. And unfortunately, it won't be possible to work around this. So I'll be in the chat. Please let me know if you can hear me okay. Hi, John. Thanks for joining today. Hi, Henry. Hi, Olivia, George. Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here. Hello, Mary. Hi, Jack. Thanks for letting me know about the connection. Well, I think I think we can start. And hello, Teromi. Thanks for joining today. I think we can start now. And hello once again. My name is Vlad, and this is our first Box Mode webinar. And I'm really excited to be the host today. And I really hope that you'll find it informative, interesting, and useful. And today we're going to talk about how to build a website for a small business, and we'll be using the tools of the Boxmode platform for this purpose. And for those of you who will last until the very end of the webinar, we have a small gift, and I will announce it in the end. And before we continue, I would like to get to know you better. So would you mind sharing where you're from and whether you already have your own business or you're planning to start a business, or you are just interested to learn how websites can be created? Please leave a comment in the chat and I'll get back to you in a minute. And in the meantime, while you're answering, let me also answer another question that becomes kind of a rhetorical question. So why does the business need a website? The benefits of the website, they cannot be overestimated. And the website is a critical piece to a strong business performance. And good website can boost your business visibility on the web, which will generate a lot of traffic. It will bring more awareness about you, about your business, about your services, which in turn means more revenue, more conversions, more sales. And having your own business website helps you to keep your customers closer, uh, and helps you to build customer trust. And there are different studies that show customer trust websites more than Google My Business pages. And website also is a good and a great medium for information exchange, for showcasing your work. It basically gives you the full control over the narration of your story and many, many more. So let me check the chat. I can see we have people from UK, from Canada, and from US. even from Trinidad. Wow, we have people basically all over the world, um, which is great. And also, it is great to see that you already think about building a website and understand its importance. And also, I'm wondering how familiar you are with the topic of building websites. Are you confident in this field, or are you at the beginning of your learning curve? Um, Please press 1 if you have experience, and press 2 if you don't have one. Please let me know in the chat box. And in the meantime, uh, let me say a couple of words about our team, about the Boxmode, and about this webinar structure. Hi, Jana. Thanks for joining. So in the Boxmode, we believe that creating websites must be accessible to everyone, regardless of technical expertise or budget. And our team has a lot of experience in building and promoting websites. We always keep an upper hand on current trends, and we know which challenges small business owners face when trying to establish an online presence. And we work hard to develop and deliver the product which follows and implements the best practices for building websites. And it is aimed to help you in your long, challenging, and very interesting journey on the web. And as for the webinar structure, first I will show you the basics of building a website using Boxmode tools, which should take no more than 20 minutes. And of course, we won't be able to cover all the aspects of building the website, but it will be enough to help you get started. And then there is going to be up to 10 minutes of Q&A session. I will answer questions. And if I don't know an answer to your question right away, I'll make sure to get back to you after the webinar has finished. So, and let me check the chat. I can see we have here people with and without experience in building websites. And I would like to assure those of you without experience that it is easy nowadays to build a website. And by the end of the webinar, you will see that it can also be done without any knowledge of programming language and without investing too much time, too much resources and efforts. And those of you who have experience, I hope you will also find something new and interesting today, as we will be covering different aspects of building websites that are universal and not just Boxmode related. Could you also please share the business niche you're in? I would really be interested to learn if your business is more about products, goods, or services. And I will get back to you in a minute. And the last thing before we start building a website, let me set the stage and briefly introduce you to the use case that we are going to build our website for. So let's say there is a small team of carpenters who make custom tailored wooden products such as kitchen islands, cabinets, tables, and other types of furniture. They do love their job and they would like to present it to a greater audience. This team knows that, among other things, for building an online presence, they need a website where they can list their products and services, where they can place the coordinates of their workshop, the contact details, a form to receive orders and feedbacks from customers, and other things. They're far from web development and they don't have much time to invest into building the website. So the ready-to-go solution that is easy to deploy and to maintain is going to be their best option. So let's see what the Boxmode can do to help them to build the website. So let's go to the boxmode.com and register a profile. The registration is simple. It requires entering only email and the password, and no card is required. I already have a profile, so I'll just simply log in. And in the dashboard, we can create a new project. So let's create one. And here we can see a lot of different templates grouped into different categories. And let me check the chat. I can see that we have here a marketing agency and insurance consulting. And also we have an SEO guy. Hi, George. Well, I can see that we have different business niches here. And as you will see now, we have a lot of different templates that can be used to facilitate different use cases. But please don't worry if your business doesn't fall under any categories available here, because the name of the template, it does not necessarily have to match the business niche you're in. Hi, Anastasia, thanks for joining. So basically each template is a ready-made design framework that requires only substituting the stock content with your own images, with your own text, so it becomes a full-fledged website that is customized to fit your needs. And each template was created by a professional designer who follow all the best practices for building user-friendly and customer-oriented websites. So any template will ensure that your website looks professional, it looks classy. And for our use case, let's choose this dream property template. It seems to be a good starting point. I do like the thumbnail preview as it looks related to the business niche we're building our website for. So it should be a good starting point for this one. And one of the other important things that designers consider when creating a template is a color scheme, because there is a psychology behind the colors. And different colors can trigger different emotions, feelings, and they can trigger different responses from the audience. And you will have full control over the colors that are being used on the website. And if you're interested to learn more about this topic of colors, you could read our blog, and I will ask my colleagues to find and to share this article about colors in the chat. And we can briefly touch the subject during the Q&A session if you want as well. So, and always remember that you will never get a second chance to make the first impression. And when user arrives at your website, you have very little time to make user want to continue browsing it. And the first thing that the user will see when browsing your website is this above default section, or it's also called hero section, and making it appealing and engaging is essential. And let's start customizing the section with the company name. So all I need to do is to customize any element. I need to hover over it. I need to click on it and just click on the edit. And here I will just simply replace the text. As you can see, this familiar set of tools pops up. And if you ever use the Google Docs, you already know what these tools can do, and it should be intuitive and easy to follow along. The same way we can change the email address here. So let's click on this, click on the edit, and substitute the text. And the same way the phone number can be changed. And another interesting thing here is that you can add an action type to this and make it a phone. What it means is whenever the user will browse your website from the mobile device, the user will be able to call you by simply tapping on this number, which is very convenient, as it will save user from the hassle of copying and pasting this number to the dial-in screen. So, and let's now change the main heading of this website. So let's click on it, click on edit, and let's just substitute the text. So the heading is really important text on your website. This is the first thing that the users will read when browsing your website. And it has to be concise, it has to be engaging and informative, so the user knows right away what this website is about, and whether this is exactly the user is looking for. So now let's go to the subheading and change it. And this process is the same. I just click on it, click on edit, and substitute the text. So the subheading here is also really important, and it should complement the message of the header to capture the user's attention, and it has to be effective. It also might contain a certain call to action phrase. So for now, I finished customizing this hero section, and I can move on to another one. In case if you don't need something that template offers, you can simply remove it by clicking on the trash bin like this. Now let's work with this section and change it so it becomes recent projects. Showcasing their work is really crucial for any business, and it's really important section to have. And now let's customize this one item so it fits the narration of our use case. And as you remember, we are building a website for carpenters. So let's make it kitchen island. Let's change the cost and the other data here. So let's make it 7 feet long. Let's make it 3 feet deep. And let's make it 7 stools. As you can see, I do the same thing over and over again. So that's how it basically works. It's really simple. And the final text that we are going to change here is this description. So again, I'll just simply substitute it like this. By the way, do you know how to write a description for the product or service? In my experience, working with customers, I noticed that a lot of them find it challenging to write a really appealing description of their product and service. It's no wonder, because no one teaches this in the schools. And just a couple of days ago, our team wrote and released a very good article with great tips and tricks on creating amazing descriptions, and I would highly recommend reading it. And I'm asking my colleagues in the chat to share the link to this article with you. And it is about the importance of having a capturing description of your product and service to excite potential customer, to make them want to make them want to purchase your product or service. It covers different important principles and aspects, such as a description has to emphasize values and benefits instead of just features. A description has to appeal to a target audience and use their vocabulary. It has to be optimized for search engines. You'll find there like 9 different principles with real life examples. And also I would suggest subscribing to our blog. We have a lot of unique input related to all aspects of building an online presence, like marketing, like search engines, search engine optimization, web design. Like we have different interviews with different entrepreneurs, with different experts and thought leaders in various fields who share their experience in the web and many more. So check it out. And now let's go back to customizing this item, and let's find a nice kitchen photo and replace this one. So let's click on the photo, click on the edit, and click on change the image. Each project comes with the database of stock photos, which were used to create a template. And each template, each time you upload a new photo, it is getting saved here for future usage. And you can upload a picture from your computer from here. But in case if you don't have the pictures to share, don't worry, we've got you covered, and you will get an unlimited access to high quality, royalty-free images from the Unsplash that is integrated with the Boxmode. So like an old adage says, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's find nice kitchen photo from here. And as you can see, there are a lot of different pictures that you can choose from. And let's grab some. Okay, let's take this for this. Let's take this one. But of course, if you produce some unique items, of course, it is better to use pictures of them to be as authentic as possible. Sometimes your picture might not fit well in the container, and it can be easily fixed if we go to the edit section and click on this crop option, and we can play with the zoom, and we can zoom in, zoom out to ensure that it fits nicely in the container like this. So we have finished customizing this item, and other items in this section can be customized the same way as we just did. And I think we can skip it for now to save time and see what other options do we have here. And so far we've changed a picture of one item, but we also can change the background picture of the entire section. To do this, we can just click on the section like this and click on this brush option. And here we can see we are prompted to change the image. We can change it again from our library. And let's use our Unsplash database again. And let's find a picture of the forest, for example. And let's grab some nice forest picture. Let's pick this one. And let's wait until it loads. Great, it was changed. In case if you want your container to become larger, bigger, so you can grab the bottom margin of this container and drag it down like this. If you want to become it smaller, you can just drag it up like this. Sometimes you might face the situation where there is a bad contrast between the foreground text and the background image. And this is bad because all text on the website should be readable. And it can be fixed in a number of ways. The obvious one is to change the background of the section, or to change the color of the foreground text. But another way to fix this issue is to change the background of the paragraph where the text is sitting. And to do this, we can click on the paragraph, and in the left panel, we can see this CSS panel. We can click on it and we can choose background. And here we can choose the color, and we can make it this background color darker like this. So it increased the contrast. So we already know how to moderate all the elements of this section. And if you have any questions about what I just did, I will be glad to answer them during the Q&A session. And I think we can move on to another section. And let's moderate it by renaming this to meet our team. This. People like to deal with real people, and a lot of split testing shows that pictures of real people on the website, it increases conversion as it lends credibility to the website, as it creates a connection, as it shows that there are real people behind the business. And we can see stock pictures of people here. Of course, obviously, for such section, you would need to use pictures of yourself and your team. And in our case, we already know how to change those images, so we will skip this process. But what's really missing here is the name under the picture. And so far, we've been dealing with existing elements on the page. And if we want to add a new element, so here in the left panel, we have this plus sign that stands for add widget, so we can click on it. And here we can see a lot of different widget categories, like maps, PayPal button, footer, and so on. And what we need to add a name, we need to find the paragraph widget. So we just click on it, drag it, and drop it right below the image like this. It comes with the stock text, so we can just change it. Also, we can center it. We can make it bold. We can change the font size, let's say 24 pixels, like this. I think there's a lot of redundant white space between this name and the image, so they kind of lose a visual relationship. And it can be fixed by decreasing the upper margin of the paragraph or the bottom margin of the image. So to do this, let's click on the paragraph. And again, we can open our CSS panel on the left, go to the layout, and here in the margin section, we can just decrease the top margin to 0, like this. And now I like it better this way. So again, other elements of this section can be customized the same way. So let's go further. And this is testimonials. And this is very important section for any business website to have, as testimonials make it look way more credible. People also would like to see what other people think about you. But of course, again, make sure that you post here genuine feedback from real customers, because stock feedback or fake feedback can be spotted easily, and this can backfire. So the customization of this section is easy, and we know how to do this. So let's move on to have more time to see something new. And here we reach the section that has a form. Form, it's also a really important widget. It allows users to submit their questions, their feedback, their requests, and it helps you to grow your customer contact database for further marketing initiatives. And as we can see, it has 3 fields now. And if you want to customize it, we can just simply click on it and click on the settings. And here we can add additional fields. For example, let's add a phone. And let's go to the phone settings. And now let's add the placeholder, so the user knows what this field stands for. We can also make this field required. And also we can put it above the message field so it looks more consistent. In the field section, we can customize the way these fields look in terms of design. The button section will allow you to customize the message that the user will see once submitting the data through this form. And Send Data To allows you to customize the email address to which messages submitted through this form will be sent to. And also you can integrate with your MailChimp account. So once integrated, all the messages sent through this form will be synchronized with your MailChimp database. And now let's move on, and finally we reach the footer. Footer is really important part for any website as well. Footer usually contains a main navigation menu. It also has links to different social media. For example, if you want to attach the link to your Facebook page, you can click on this icon, click on the link option, and add the URL to your Facebook page here. And also, footer should contain links to useful resources that provide customer with answers to eventual customers' questions, and also provide them with the comprehensive guidance on topics related to a business and services. And as we can see, this footer already has these links, and they can be customized using the same approaches we already discussed. But where do we go to customize pages hidden behind those links? Here in the top left corner, we have this drop-down menu. And as we can see, this page already comes with 5 different pages. And when creating a business website, certain pages are expected and necessary. And this is another great benefit of using a template. It gives you an idea of which pages should be presented on your website. Here you can add new pages, or you can delete pages or duplicate pages. And if you want to customize a page, you can just simply click on it and it will load that page. Let's check how we can customize the Contact Us page. The Contact Us page usually contains more detailed information about your business whereabouts, like additional phone number, like working hours, additional email address, or also it should have the Contact Us form. And another important thing that it should have, it's a map with your location, especially if you are a brick and mortar business. It's really crucial to show your customers where you're at. And it's really easy to add your location to this map. So what we need to do is just click on the map and click on the settings. And here we just simply type the location and it will connect it. It will pin it to the map automatically like this. So let's go to this section and see what global page settings we have control over. So here we can change the page name, the page URL. Also, we have a control over the page title and page description, which are really crucial aspects of on-page optimization of your website. So the text added in these fields, it will be shown in the Google and other search engine results. So it's really important to make it concise, descriptive, and using the keywords related to a business. And of course, the description of this page has to be related to the content on your page, because you don't want to mislead search engines and users with this information. And also you can set the thumbnail preview for social media. It means whenever the link to your website or to this page will be shared in Facebook or on Twitter, it will contain the nice picture that you will upload here and the title and the description that you add here. So whenever you work on your website, you can always check how it looks on the tablet and on the mobile screen. And as you can see, your website is already mobile responsive, and it requires no additional setup to make it fit on the mobile screen, which is really crucial nowadays because most of the traffic comes from the mobile devices. And any changes that you make on the website are getting auto-saved, so you should not worry about losing any progress while you're working on your website. And once you think that your website is ready to go live, you can simply publish it by clicking on the publish option and choosing the URL that is not occupied. And the system will show you with the green tick box if it's okay, and just click on the publish option. And your website will be live. And I think that's it for our short overview. And the platform offers way more functionality for sure, but these are the basics of the website building process with the Boxmode. And it should be enough to help you get started. And I would like to briefly summarize before going to questions that every business should have a website these days. So be sure to build a website that outlines your company values, your products and services, points your location, have about us section, have contact information. And always remember that people are a lot less patient as they used to be. So the websites should be structured in a way that helps users to find relevant information quickly and effortlessly. And by using professionally designed templates, you will save a lot of time, but more importantly, it will ensure that your website will follow all the best practices of UI and UX, and it will make your customers satisfied. And also, I would like to let you know about our limited offer that will be valid until the end of this year. It is only $33 for annual plan, which is super affordable. It will provide you with additional storage. You have free custom domain, you have live chat support, and white labeling. Now let's move on to the questions. Question from Jeff. What about custom domain? Okay, let me check the options that we have here. We need to go to the dashboard. So basically, you have three options with the custom domain. First option is if you have your custom domain purchased from a third-party service, you can attach it here, but make sure that is the settings of your custom domain are set in accordance with these instructions. And second option, you can purchase a domain from us, or you can find the domains that we have for sale by typing the domain that you would like to have. All right. Like this. And we can search for it. And we will see the system offers us a list of domains for sale. We can purchase them. And another option is that if you upgrade to the basic annual plan, you will get the custom domain for free, which is more beneficial. And on the top of that, as I mentioned, you have additional storage, live chat support, and removal of white labeling. Question from Henry. Why is when you change image, the sizes disorient when you switch to phone layout? Let me check. Would you elaborate where exactly you saw this? It looks okay. I'm not sure. Question from Yana. Can I add their name or any extra information right there in a paragraph without clicking on plus and searching it there? I'm not sure which name, Yana, you're referring to, but of course you can change the name of like any text on the website on fly. I assume you refer to the homepage where we customized the Meet Our Team section. Of course, you can add the extra information in the paragraphs that are already there, but it is better to use a separate element, because that way you will have full control over the layout of that section. And because stuffing everything in one place is not a good practice. Question from Yana. Does it work with the right button menu? Yana, would you elaborate, please? I'm not sure what you mean about this. Question from George. It's really important for SEO. It's not a question, it's a statement. Yeah, thanks, George. And question from Henry. Please explain the SEO side again. Okay, so let's go to our global page settings. And here, if we go to the SEO section, we can see that we have a control over the page title and page description. These are one of the main elements of on-page search engine optimization. So the page title should be no longer than 60 characters long, and it should answer the question what this page is about. It should contain the keywords that you would like to be searched for. The description should have no longer than 160 characters, and it also has to answer what this page is about, and it has to also have the keywords related to a business and related to what this page is. And it also might contain a certain call to action to make user want to click on the link. As you remember, the information added here will be shown in Google and other search engines. So making the title and description interesting will lead to user clicking on it. If you make it too long, the Google might crop it and won't show it in a full length as you expected it. So it's better to keep it 60 characters and 160 characters. Also, you can block the particular pages from being indexed by Google and other search engines and being crawled as well. And if you go to our dashboard, and if we go to general info here, we have you will have full control over the raw.txt file. So you can manually add here pages that you would like to exclude from search engines. And also you will have control over the sitemap. And basically it's getting updated automatically once you remove or add any pages to a website. And this sitemap is really important because it gives Google and other search engine a understanding of the structure of your website, which will have a positive effect on the search engine rankings. Question from John: how much does it cost? John, so as you can see here is a basic annual plan, and it costs only $33 per year, but it's limited offer, and soon we're planning to reconsider our subscription prices. So you have this opportunity only by the end of this year. But at the same time, everything that I've showed you so far is completely free of charge. So all the instruments you saw, even you can publish the website for free, and also you can connect third-party custom domain for free. But of course, it's more beneficial to purchase a annual subscription that comes with a custom domain. Question from Anastasia: can I sell goods using your website, or do I have to set up a Shopify separately? Well, we are in the final stages of implementing the shop on our builder, and it is going to be ready like in the next product iteration. So soon it will be possible to sell physical goods on your website without adding any Shopify or third-party tools. At this moment, we do have the PayPal button that can be added on the page with product description. But more comprehensive solution is going to be implemented. Question from Mary: what benefits would I gain from becoming a paid member? Mary, if we go back to our basic subscription banner, we can see that you get no ads, because now and no mention of the Boxmode, because now free websites will have the pop-up that is saying that this website was created on the Boxmode platform. But once you subscribe, you will not see this pop-up anymore. So you have free custom domain, you have unlimited bandwidth, you have priority support and a live chat support with a real person. Question from Yana: I meant contact section. Does it work with the right button menu on the contact section? I'm not sure what you mean again by this question. Would you please elaborate? I mean more, sorry. Question from Econ: does the platform have social sharing feature? It's a good option to have indeed, and this option is not available at this particular moment, but we working on it, and this also in our priority list, and it will be implemented in the nearest product iteration in the future. Question from Henry, and thanks for specifying your previous question. So when I was creating my website, I tried replacing the image from Meet the Team on one of your template, but every I replace the image, it disorient on the phone layout. Henry, I'm afraid I won't be able to test this issue on, because it is better to contact a support, or you can hit me on email and I can test it on your website to see what's going on. Because as you saw, it's just like when replacing the image, it looks nice. I mean, it's not disoriented or anything like that. So, question from Henry: if you create a page, if you're already working on a template, please explain how can add an image with description, maybe like Meet the Team. So to add a page, you can go to this menu on the left and click on Add a Page. This one will generate an empty page for you. It may take some time. Then we will go to this page. We'll have an empty canvas, and here we can add some container. And inside the container, we can add the image. Also inside the container, we can add the paragraph. So we can customize the image, we can change the image. Let's make it like this. Like it's a very quick solution. I just added the image and the paragraph, and that's it. So of course we can use different options to change the positioning of this positioning of this image, positioning of this paragraph, and so on. Question from Olivia: can I clone the page I've already created? Yes, Olivia, you can just click on the page and you want to create, and from this menu, and just click on the duplicate option. And I almost forgot about the gift that we promised. Me and my team wanted to make the website creation process for you even easier. So we have made a checklist of the best practices for building outstanding websites, and all you need to do is to simply click on the link, and that my colleague will share now, and I will ask my colleague to share a link to this questionnaire, and to this that contains 3 question survey. And once you answer the 3 questions, you will get the amazingly useful checklist of best practices for building websites. And also this survey will help us to produce more quality content in the future, and it will help us to understand if this webinar met your expectations. So your input is very valuable to us. and also to stay tuned for recent platform updates, for our plans, our news. You can join the Facebook community. Also, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, to our Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. You will find links to them in the description. And also my colleague will share these links with you in the chat as well. So, Henry, if I didn't answer your question, or you feel you didn't get an answer to your question, you can contact our support team, or you can hit me. My email, I read my email in the chat. We can discuss with you with this question further, and we can even schedule a short demo if you have any questions about how to use the platform. Okay, Henry, I will just write in my email. Put it in the chat. Question from Anastasia. Where can I submit a feature request for your product? Do you work on such? Do you work with such kind of requests from users? Sure, we always look forward to receiving any kind of feedback from our users because it's really important. And the feedback request option is right on the right hand part of the builder. You can see it here. You can just click on it, and you can add a suggestion using this option. So you can write your name of your suggestion, put the suggestion in more details, and add, of course, your email address so that we can get back to you on this. So let me know if you have any other questions. If you don't have any questions now, I think we can finish our webinar. But if you have any questions in the future, you can always contact our support team anytime. I think we can finish. Okay, I do have a question from Jamie. Do you have any kind of upcoming features, list, or roadmap? Well, of course, but not in the public access at this moment. In the nearest future, we are planning to integrate the shop so that you will be able to sell the physical goods. Also, we are planning to have a blog also integrated with your website. The full feature list of and our roadmap, I think we will post some sort of an article in the nearest time in our blog. Also, you can subscribe to our Facebook community where we share more detailed information about the upcoming features that we are going to release in the future. Hope I answered your question. Well, I don't see any more questions for now. And if you have any questions in the future, you can always contact our support team. And well, thank you so much for being here today. I do appreciate your dedicated time, and I hope to see you next time. And have a nice day.